Do we have a short problem when it comes to ADA? That's what I want to discuss with you guys. Do we have a problem with people betting against ADA and liquidating on the market to try to buy back lower right now? So I found some data that I think is very interesting, and it's very telling as to what's happened over the last 24 hours. We can see exactly what essentially triggered this drop that we're seeing right now. When it comes to ADA, price over the last week hasn't really been doing a whole lot. We've been in a very small variance in terms of price. And it wasn't until later yesterday when we got our drop. Well, the interesting thing is what made the price move this way was actually an increase in the short positions when it comes to ADA. So around 9 p.m. last night, the 9 p.m., we saw actually short positions climb by about 40,000 ADA. Now, this isn't a super significant amount, and this again probably doesn't show all the data, but what this does show is that there has been an increase in short interest over the last week. We had a big drop off around the 2nd, and then basically from the 4th and on, we have been on a steady climb. Now, the interesting thing is, again, this doesn't necessarily make up a huge portion of ADA. So why is the price moving down with these shorts? Well, simply put, right now there's not a whole lot going on in the market. Volume is low, right? Liquidity is not a huge part right now. Now, the interesting thing that I have to say is, do we have the potential of a short squeeze when it comes to ADA? Not necessarily. The thing is I don't think that there's really that much in terms of people shorting ADA. Sure, there are people betting against it 100%. I know there are people that are hoping, again, it's going to go down to like 30 cents and 15 cents and whatever. And I don't think that's going to happen. As always, this is not financial advice. But what I think is instead going to trigger an ADA price run is FOMO. It's not going to be people closing these short positions and buying back to close those out. It is going to be people chasing prices when things get moving wild. Right now, I've seen people say it. They think ADA is a dead horse. They think that it's not moving at all. And what people simply need to understand right now is that the market conditions present are not those which typically signify a breakout for alts. Sure, there are some ones that are doing well. For example, a Caspa is doing well. I think Bone went on a nice surge. Tron's up 4%. I mean, there are some coins that are just kind of pumping on their own. Again, it's that capital matriculating around the space. And right now, I wouldn't be surprised that, again, with ADA price dropping over the last 24 hours, if some of that capital matriculates back and buys up ADA price back up into the 50 to 52 cent range. That would not surprise me at all. But really where things are going to get wild again is that last probably, 45 days to the halving. I think we get a little wild in that range. I believe that we do end up at higher prices from where we're at currently. I believe we have a retracement post halving or at least probably about a week or 15 days close to the halving. History shows us that these things typically take place. People just need to understand early bull market cycles, they're not fun. You get little pops, little explosions. That's cool. But this isn't that long sustainable growth that you see in alt season, post halving, and then basically most of 2025. So I just wanted to share that with everyone. I think this is interesting. I believe that, again, shorts will begin to wane as we get post halving, because that is a very risky time for shorts. If they decide to continue shorting at that point, well, I think liquidations are probably in the future for them. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.